You know who I am. I know who you are. I know what you're thinking. You know what I'm thinking. You want to be here. You want to be with me.
His name is Julian Kay.
So what you expected?
His business is pleasure.
Hello, Judy. You're a very sexy lady. Very good-looking woman. You can like me. I can tell. We can have a lot of fun.
He is the American Gigolo.
Hello, girls.
How about you? How do you get pleasure?
How do you do it, Julian? How do you seduce all these women?
Police think you're involved in a murder in Palm Springs a week ago.
I'm being framed by somebody. Don't know who.
You've been identified, Julian.
I am in deep trouble.
I think you're guilty of sin.
Richard Gere.
Is it a love story? Is it a thriller? Is it a foreign film?
I think you're Iranian.
Is it an alien attack? Wow! Is it a cartoon? No! It's Cheech and Chong's next movie! Because at a time like this, what everybody really needs is a good laugh. Cheech and Chong's next movie!
Now playing at a theater near you. Consult your local listings.
You are on board the USS Nimitz, the most advanced nuclear supership in the American arsenal, carrying a complement of 102 aircraft and 6,000 men. The Nimitz is on routine duty, guarding the waters of the South Pacific.
That Corsair's in real trouble. Stand by to ring them out.
But within minutes, a bizarre, unexplainable phenomenon of nature will transport the Nimitz 40 years back in time. Back to the day of infamy. Back to the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor. My God, look at that.
This is the captain. I'm speaking to every man aboard this ship. The storm has had some effect on time, as we know it. It created a portal, a door into another era. Today is December the 7th, 1941. We're about to fight a battle that was lost before most of you were born. This time, God's help, it's going to be different.
There are forces in the universe which we're only now just beginning to understand. There are black holes in space, antimatter, curved space. Things that are as strange to us as electricity would have been to people in the Middle Ages.
Holy cow.
It's the whole Japanese fleet.
Our reconnaissance plane has just taken pictures of something that hasn't existed for over 40 years.
What have you got? 2 Japanese zeros, sir. Splash the zero. What's happening here? Who are you people? Oh, don't shoot! Back off! Don't shoot!
Why don't you tell him what's going on here, Commander? You're an expert on what's going to happen tomorrow. Why don't you tell him about it, for God's sakes? Go on, tell him. We got nothing to lose.
Welcome to the paradox of time, when past and present become one. and history is actually changed.
We've got an incredible opportunity here. We know where all the mistakes are going to be made for the next 40 years, and you've got the power to correct them.
The final countdown.
On the night before her wedding, every girl is alone. Joyce. Nancy. Amy. Tricia. Joan. Debbie. On the night before her wedding, every girl is frightened. And this time, there's good reason. He knows you're alone.
I know who the next girl is. Never mind how. I just know who it is.
On the night before the wedding, he knows you're alone. And it's going to be for the very last time.
I hereby sentence you to serve 125 years.
Have you got the right case?
Columbia Pictures presents Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor.
I have my head overhauled for listening to you.
Together again in Stir Crazy.
I can't feel nothing in my leg.
One's a little too good.
That's Grossberger, the biggest mass murder in the history of the Southwest.
Nobody has ever just sat down and honestly talked with that man. Hello.
One's not quite bad enough.
They got this Korean doctor just set foot in this country. Make sure you don't get him.
That's right.
He's the one made the mistake on me.
Korean.
How do you go?
That's the cat did me.
Could you actually become involved, romantically, with a prisoner?
Absolutely not.
Oh, I didn't think so.
Excuse me, will you?
I'll come with you.
Oh,
Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor in Stir Crazy. Only these two guys could dress up like woodpeckers and get framed for robbing a bank. Stir Crazy.
That's right, we're bad.
Imagine all the possibilities.
When you were growing up, the boogeyman was just a fantasy.
It had its own power.
The boogeyman. The boogeyman. He's here, now. By the time they believe in him, it will be too late. The Boogeyman. Rated R.
Now playing at a theater or drive-in.
Within this old house live two residents. One of them is John Russell, composer, professor. The other has been dead for over 70 years.
Claire, I'd like to talk to you about the house.
Did you die in this house? How did you die?
Whatever it is trying desperately to communicate. What is it in that house, Claire? What is it doing? Why is it trying to reach me?
It's a hand.
Senator, I'm John Russell. I'm living in your house. Senator, look, I want to show him that.
You've got something of the senator's. He wants it back. what you want? What do you want from me?
Many films will frighten you, but only a few can really terrify you. The Changeling.